Hello everybody out there in the Frontline universe, Chris here, and welcome back to another comic book review. And everybody, you know, whenever we get a month that has 5 Wednesdays in it, DC Comics releases a group of $5 annuals. And sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. I will be reviewing 2 this week. In this video, as you can see from the title above me, I will be reviewing Batman Arkham Knight Annual number 1. And other than Arkham Knight, Injustice is the only other series that DC is doing, other than, of course, Mortal Kombat X. I'm talking DC superhero-wise, that actually got its own annual, and it seems like the Arkham Knight series is going to be something that continues forward. And it also has its own miniseries, Arkham Knight Genesis, which is an excellent miniseries. So I think with this book especially, this book kind of connects more to, I would say, it feels more like an in-between. It happens between Genesis and Arkham Knight, the series. I really like this book. This book has Jason, who we see in the beginning of the book. Pyro is stealing money. Jason jumps in, who's the Arkham Knight. He stops Pyro from stealing the money and then steals the money himself. And we find out that he stole the money to pay off somebody to work for him. Spoiler alert, it's Scarecrow. And Scarecrow is very weary about working against Batman because of what happened during Arkham Asylum. So he tests Jason Todd. And how did he test Jason Todd? Well, you're going to have to read the book to find out exactly how. But let's just say Scarecrow does what he does best in all the Arkham Asylum games. And he does it to Jason to see if Jason can actually get the job done and face his greatest enemy and survive. And all throughout the rest of the issue, Jason's in his own mind and he's fighting against Bruce. He's fighting against Tim as Robin. And then we find out there's a twist to Bruce. It actually is, and if you don't want this spoiler, don't continue this, pause it, come back after you read the book. But the biggest enemy of all was, and I don't think this is a really gigantic spoiler because we've seen it in other books, the biggest enemy is himself. He had to beat his own personal person. He had to beat what's holding him back, which was himself. And Joker was also in the book. Basically, it's him fighting against what he was and what he needs to become in order to defeat Bruce, a.k.a. Batman. And in the end, he survives his greatest enemy. And Scarecrow says, okay, you've got the toughs. Let's do this. We'll work together. I'll work with you. And that's how the book kind of ends. I liked it because you got a lot of internal dialogue with Jason. You got a lot of inside his mind moments, and it was really good. And you could see that what happened to Jason due to what the Joker did to him and what we're reading in Arkham Knight Genesis. You could see all of this build up to the reason why Jason did what he did during the Arkham Knight game. Now, in the current books, Jason Todd's already gone through all this. And Jason Todd is now an anti-hero slash hero. He's basically working in the Bat family instead of against the Bat family. So this is like early days. But the game universe and the comic universe are separate. So I don't know. But I'm really enjoying Arkham Knight. The game itself is a really good game. But this series is definitely something that holds a lot of promise. Can it go on forever like Injustice? Honestly, I didn't think Injustice could go past Season 2, but apparently we're in Season 4 of Injustice now, so Arkham Knight can do exactly the same thing. With that, that's it for this review, guys. Definitely something to check out if you're a fan of Arkham Knight. Good artwork, very interesting story. I would definitely say give it a check out. Worth the $5. If you are a fan of the Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum line, if you are not, if you are into the Batman comics from DC, this might be something you want to either wait for the price to go down or just skip altogether. But with that, that's it for this review, guys. As always, don't forget to check out comicfrontline.com, zone4podcast.com, Frontline Gaming Zone on YouTube, and of course mine and Mike's channel, Dark Avengers C86, where Mike and I do a bunch of other comic reviews. Brent and I do the Chris and Brant Show and a bunch of other podcasts. There's a lot of things coming you guys' way on my channel. And don't forget, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Tuesday, we have Frontline Live episode 77. Episode 76 was a crazy one. We had a really great time. And I'm telling you guys, you are missing out on a really great show if you do not even give it a check out after it's live. Comic Frontline Live. It's a fun show we do each and every week for you guys. and we just have a blast, and people who come on have a blast with us. So till then, guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in the next video.